I'm Tara Longnecker. I've been at Iowa Countertops since 2010, and I'm the office manager. We had somebody look at doing a website for us before, but I think they were just kind of new or didn't really know the process, and they didn't look into what we did as a company as much as Ben did. When he approached us, he pretty much knew what we were looking for. I mean, he had obviously looked at other Countertops websites or done his research and what we would need done and what would work out best for us. So yeah, we met him in mid-January or early January, and he kind of just gave us a plan, a ballpark plan of a timeline of what was going to be done and when it was going to be done. It ended up being done March, middle of March, and so that was a pretty fast turnaround. To be honest, at first I didn't think there was going to be a lot of traffic driven to it. I was a little skeptical on how much people actually searched for countertops like that. I just figured they kind of knew where they'd go or would get word of mouth or whatnot. So that first couple weeks, it was a lot of responses on the internet that I just wasn't really expecting. So it was kind of every day I'd come in and do 1 to 2 hours of just doing online stuff that we obviously didn't have before. So that really impressed me the first couple weeks. I was like, this is going to work. This is going to drive some people for sure. So that's helped a lot. The amount of research him and his team did, I mean, we really didn't have any fixes or things that weren't true with how we were marketing in it. So it was just awesome. I mean, it's a sweet website. It's easy to understand, and it's got all the right information on it, and it's just what we needed. So before, it was just a lot of communication with the customer directly, where now they kind of fill out that questionnaire page, and they kind of give me the information without having to ask for any of it. So, by the time I get a questionnaire done, I know whether they want granite, quartz, laminate, if they're doing a kitchen, or if it's a whole house, so a lot of the questions are already done. So then it's just a matter of me quoting it once I've got their measurements and going from there. The owners are kind of old school owners. I mean, they're not changing much. Technology stuff isn't their thing or anything. So this really took us to the next level and the next step, which we needed to go that direction, or I think we would have been been in trouble sales wise and everything too, just because we needed that retail from those people. I mean, he was really easy to work with. I texted him or emailed him, day or night, and he would always have a response back for us. When he said originally when we would have things running, it said on those dates, so it wasn't oh, if something came up and it's pushed back 2 weeks. It was always just set on those dates. So we like that. When we're told the date, we like to be given that date, and that's the date that it happens. So that's always cool, and that's nice to still see some people putting that effort. And like I said, when he originally came, he already kind of knew what we were doing for countertops. We didn't really have to teach him a lot about the products we did. He'd already done that on his own.